came here today to really focus on getting more knowledge out, like, because my ideas are really great. Sometimes are not, so if I could voice my opinions, maybe more people would understand. And I really wanted everybody to, like, get along and just work on the issues that were at hand and try to make everything better. Like, I know it's not really going to affect the real world, but in our own little world, to make the world a better place. Just because, like, everybody needs peace, and this is a great cause to come to this. And I missed a whole day of playing outside just to come to this, because this is going to be a lot of fun, and you can learn, like, everything from this.
Great. So what have you learned so far?
So far, I've had a big mouth, but besides that, I've learned that I need to listen to other people's opinions, not just my own, because other people have voices too, and other people have ideas, and compromise is excellent, because you can't always just go off on yourself, because then you're going to be lost. So just listening to others and being understanding.
Fantastic. Thank you.
No problem.
And coming here, I hoped to learn something from other countries. I hope to learn a little more about world affairs and to get along with other people and see how the United Nations really worked. And over today, I've really learned about compromise and resolution writing and things like that. And I've just had a really fun time, and I can't wait to come back next year.
If there was a single message that you would like to take from this day to the world, what would it be?
Well, I think we should all work together and live in peace.
I came out this morning because I am a friend of Guy de Joquin, who is the founder of the Center for Peace here in Frederick, Maryland, and I really enjoy the Model United Nations. I enjoy debating on different issues that affect the world and the people of the world. It's a very fun experience, and I encourage everyone to take part in it.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
And I hope to hopefully get a better idea of what the UN does and how it works, and the kind of things they do at their meetings.
Let's see. When I came here, the only thing I really wanted to accomplish, I guess, well, I like to debate. I wanted to know other people's opinions. You really need to understand people's cultures. It gives you good ideas, and it's good to be aware of this too. I think it's really important for kids. Let's see. Lessons I learned, huh? Well, I learned that everybody has a different idea, and you can't exactly get everyone to agree with you. Even if you try to, it doesn't work. But I think that everyone basically has the same motives, and everyone wants the same thing. So that's really good. So we reached a compromise with our first issue, and I really liked that. I was really proud of that.
And when I came here today, I was planning on passing resolutions on the genocide in Darfur and the HIV/AIDS and terrorism. In my region of the country, we just feel that HIV is a large problem within the world, and that education and antiretroviral drugs could help alleviate the affected areas of the world, and that the genocide in Darfur is not really genocide. I just wanted to accomplish that, and I wanted to learn a lot about the world when I joined the Model UN, since here in America we're really just closed off from the rest of the world. If we go to CNN, it's always American news. So by joining the Model UN, you were forced to learn about the world, but that wasn't a bad thing, because you learn a lot about the crisis of the world, like HIV/AIDS and the genocide in Darfur, that you wouldn't learn from here, that you wouldn't be exposed to. So it was a great thing to do that.
What have you learned so far?
I've learned that there's a lot of things that are going on in the world that the UN is trying to solve, and that also learned just some communication skills, trying to compromise and talking.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
And I guess you figured I'd be the best one for it, because Kenya is going through a lot right now with the drought, and it's causing millions of deaths. And so he figured if he gave it the position to me, that I would do something about it. And I think I have. I think I've put my position out there, and I think I made the UN aware of what's going on in Kenya and how we do need their assistance. And I learned a lot in this experience, like how people cooperate with each other and how they don't, and how some opinions conflict with each other.
Great. Well, Daryl, thank you very much.
And when I came to Model UN today, I wasn't really sure of how everything would work out, but I wanted to make sure that my country's needs got best represented by me and by my fellow allies. And it was a pretty interesting day. There was a lot of tension, but it was amazing how the countries came together and worked together and we all compromised to a great extent, and it worked out great. And I learned that no matter how hard or how bad the situation is, a compromise can always be reached and both parties can always be pleased.
It's not as easy as it looks. I thought it was going to be a lot easier than what I see on TV for the UN thing, and it's a lot more fun. It's a lot more fun.
I don't know.
The process is very, very, very just. It was really fun for me. I'm glad I came today.
My message for the world, to the world, we need more love. That's it.
My name is Michael Southwick. I'm a retired Foreign Service officer. I served for many years in various African countries, and I've been designated to come here today to help out with this exercise. Model UN organizations are really a good training ground for students to learn about international affairs and also to learn some of the difficulties of working these big issues that involve all of us in ways that are constructive, where you can come to some kind of common agreement. So the students here will have their work cut out for them, but I think they will come away with it a little bit different from the way they came in.
Jan Gardner, I'm one of the county commissioners here in Frederick County, and I hope that this exercise teaches the young people participating in it to be open-minded and to listen and hear other people's points of view and gain the value of understanding that comes from that.
My name is Tom Block, and I'm an artist, and this is my third appearance with GI at the Center for Peace. I think it's wonderful to have the children be forced to take a different point of view, and in that way understand the breadth of point of views, and that they will learn that the first point of view they have, we're not ducks. We shouldn't become imprinted with a point of view and then assume that that is the correct point of view. There is a wide range of points of view, and I think they're all often equally valid. And then it's important that as they go through this process and they represent countries they may not have even heard of, that they'll learn there are other ways to see things, and that in so doing hopefully expand themselves to the point where they're not saying there's a right way and a wrong way, but there are just different ways.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you
So much.
It's been a long day. Interesting, challenging experience. Watching students engage in academic and intellectual discourse is always something that gives me hope. Hope for the future of our country, our world, and of course hope for your parents. They're going to be sending you to college pretty soon, and they want to know you will succeed. Those that have shown up here and those that could have been here, but have seen you today, they know you will succeed. Colleges do this a great deal. Some of you have been down to Johns Hopkins and seen large numbers of people doing this. Virtually every college I've been to recently has a model UN. Your parents are the folks that you will identify with politically. Statistics show that the primary identification of political ideology is with the family. Today you stepped out of character and assumed the role of an ambassador representing a culture, set of norms far different from your reality. Thinking in that way is difficult, yet it is the type of thinking that we in education strive for every day. But each of you knows far better than I how many times you have really achieved that level in your own classrooms. As Frederick, Carroll, and Montgomery County students, you've been taught a curriculum that is geared to help you to understand our government, citizenship, and the democratic process. We have high hopes that you will vote and participate at greater levels than we have. We try to make the education you've received as real world as possible. There's nothing that educates better than activities like the mock trial, the state page program, and this, the Model UN, that requires students to address issues taken from real problems, deadly problems in our world. As citizens of the United States, we occupy a truly special place in the world. It hasn't always been that way, and it may not always be so, but it certainly is true today. The world my generation is leading is far different from the one that I was raised in. The same is going to be true for you. You'll each become adults in a world that has multiple problems, and I hope a great deal of hope for the succeeding generation. Today, we debated topics of genocide, disease, terrorism, basically man's inhumanity to man. There are many other issues in our world today